Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Try for a series, a game called Sigma Theory. The full name of this game is Sigma Theory Global Cold War. The write-up on Steam says it's a turn-based strategy game in a futuristic global Cold War from the award-winning creators of Out There. Recruit a squad of special agents and run your intel agency to secure the control of the singularity. This is an early access game. It's actually going to come out on April 18th, so depending on when you're actually watching this video, it may have actually already gone live by then, but I'm actually recording this a few days before the go live date. As you can see, I'm on version 15.4 here, so it's actually a kind of beta version just leading up to the game itself. Full disclosure, I did get this game key for free to try out the game on the channel. Other than that, though, I am not being sponsored in any way, so all my opinions are completely my own. I was just given a CD key just to be able to try it out. So that is that. Also, I've played through it at least once to try it out a little bit, just kind of get the hang of it. But there's still a lot of cool new things that I haven't learned, and as we jump into this, you'll see there's a lot of a bit of replayability here. So it's going to be kind of interesting to try out. So let's go ahead and jump into the game here. Go ahead and jump into a brand new account. Yes, we will. We'll start a brand new one. That sounds good. We'll just be John Broyar instead of John Doe. Let's see here. So we have different countries have different little bonuses here for your different pieces. Obviously, a lot of this doesn't make sense if you don't know the game very well. And I don't know the game super well, but at least know a little bit and kind of understand these things a little bit better. Kind of think last time I played United States, where it's easier to persuade scientists to work for you, which does come in handy because as we jump into this game, you'll find out that persuading scientists to join you is kind of the whole point of the game in a lot of ways. Really, the biggest point is to research this super ultra tech before anybody else in the world, and as you, in order to progress towards that, you have to research incremental techs along the way, and then use your spies to go around to sabotage other people, recruit people, things like that. So. So this one is obviously a really, really strong bonus for sure. The first Russian scientist performs particularly well. That can also obviously come in handy. I'm thinking about just doing something different to do in United Kingdom here. Just first agent recruiter will always be loyal to their country, which means we don't have to worry about any loyalty issues with our agents, which this is a, covert operations game. So there's going to be a little bit of, double agents and triple agents and all that other kind of jazz. So it's going to be fun to play around with. We'll do that, and then maybe we'll have a... Let's see, we can have a American wife, I suppose. Russian wife. I don't know if it really matters. I'm sure they give different bonuses, or maybe they don't give any specific bonuses, but there is a little bit of interaction with your spouse. And for the sake of spouse, let's just think of it as I'm not saying that there's not romantic, interaction there, but it's more of a bonding of convenience, if you will, because you're both spies when it comes right down to it. So it's just a convenience thing. We'll go with Madison Dew here. Why not? We'll pick an American wife here. Why not? Again, you don't really necessarily love each other at first, but you can grow to love each other as you progress through the game, as you help each other accomplish your specific missions for your specific countries. Because in this case, Madison Dew here will be trying to do things for the United States. I'm trying to do things for the United Kingdom. Perhaps we are, aligned in our interests. You never know. Director Broyar. I am Dinah Kirkpatrick, and I ordered your recruitment. I'll be your superior for the next few months. You'll be directly accountable to me. John, as a specialist in both field operations and delicate diplomatic negotiations, your place is at the head of counter-espionage, but the British government has an even more important mission for you. Several days ago, the scientific community developed a Sigma theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances with the potential to throw the world into chaos. Within weeks, we'll see the emergence of new weapons with unimaginable destructive power, as well as tools that can influence the economy, society, energy, transport, and even the human mind. Our civilization will change beyond recognition. British leaders want to monopolize Sigma technologies. The country that controls Sigma will control the world. Your mission: discover these Sigma technologies with the best scientists at your side. Do what you must to gather a team of agents and use persuasion, diplomacy, and force to acquire the few scattered scientists able to work on these technologies. We currently have 2 in our own labs. We've given you a surveillance drone and a combat drone to assist in your field missions. You also have access to diplomatic support to conduct negotiations with the leaders of rival nations. I'm transferring you to our tactical operations so you can proceed with recruiting your team. So here we go. We can go ahead and recruit our team here. We got, a decent number of people here. And because I did actually play through at least once, although I did fail, so I have not actually won this, I do have a few extra here at the bottom, I believe, that I did not have previously. Like, I think Slavic I had before, but I don't think I had any of these last 5, if I remember correctly. So anyway, we'll start kind of here at the top. I'm not going to go through all of them, but the general idea is that, each one of these agents, they have an intelligence rating, and they have a strength rating, and you use each one for different things. Strength obviously is a little more combat oriented. Intelligence is a lot more stealth and intrigue and things of that nature. We also have different traits here. Like this guy, for example, is a seducer. Few scientists can resist this agent's charms. He's really good at seducing other of the scientists for the other countries to come join you. And again, this is all about getting those scientists to join you one way or the other, either through seduction or through force, or whatever you have to do, or through even freeing them if they're currently being forced to work for the government they're under. Maybe you can go and free them and things like that. This agent will never resign no matter how far they are pushed. That's pretty good. Stubborn. Accustomed to working alone, this agent may not always obey your orders during exfiltration. So that's less good. The exfiltrations are almost a choose your own adventure type of thing, where as you progress, you make choices that affect what your agent does and the circumstances he goes through. So we'll see a little bit of that, I'm sure, at some point. I'm tempted to use this guy. This guy he's pretty well balanced, so he might be a tempted guy to pick up. High profile. This agent's cover is higher profile than most and needs to be especially careful when moving between countries. Master of disguise. So I guess she's like some sort of Miss Universe, I guess it looks like. So obviously everybody knows what she looks like. You can obviously see this guy's already got arrest warrants in China. So if he tries to go to China, he'll have to sneak into the country instead of being able to use the airports to get into. I actually used this guy last time. He's got a really good intelligence quotient, or intelligence stat. And he's also got this hacker ability, which allows him to hack and do some certain things with that, which is pretty cool. Problem is he is a loner, so he's very bad at being seductive, or, seducing people. So it was better just leave him behind the computer and let him do his things that way. Maestro. Firearms expert, seducer, wheelman. Okay, that's pretty good. Intricate web weaver. Handling double agents is this operative specialty. The recruited agents will require fewer visits to supervise. Honest. I like honest. I like this guy. Maestro. This guy looks good. Thomas Breckenridge. He's got no arrest warrants. He's obviously got recon already in the United Kingdom. Doesn't really help us in that regard because we're going to start in the United Kingdom ourselves, but he's got a really good strength ability here. So I think this guy is actually well worth it. Also, you'll see a couple of these guys have little star badges next to him. These are elite level, I guess is what they're calling them, agents, and you can only have one of them. You're not allowed to have more than one. We can see right here. Where does it say that? Oh, elite. There we go. Elite agents are so expensive to hire that their superiors will only approve having one on your team. So we'll probably pick up someone like her. There's only 2 of them currently that we have unlocked. There's probably a few more, several more. Look at all the people we can unlock at some point. But I'll probably go ahead and pick her up. She is a pacifist, but she's also honest. She's an exfiltration expert, which is great. She's really good at being elusive, so she's a good person to go in and get exfiltration for our guys. Plus, she's well balanced on both of these as well. So actually, how about we start with her and go from there? So she's going to come in automatically, and then I think we'll go ahead and pick up Maestro here. He looks like a really good guy for us. His seducing ability is pretty solid. Leak. Hacker, pacifist, ghost. Okay, and stubborn. This guy seems okay. I mean, he's also another hacker similar to this guy up here, but he's actually got at least a little bit more strength. He's got a lot of arrest warrants, though. Oh, my. I used Catch last time. He was a pretty strong dude. I mean, his strength is really high. We go with somebody like Liberty maybe this time. It's also high strength. Because currently we have, okay strength. This actually guy has pretty good strength. So maybe we need another high intellect person. Or maybe another balanced person or something like that. Let's write a person. Knife fighting, wheelman, loner, smuggler. Okay. This guy's not super great, actually. Rubber. She's a hacker as well. She's not really that strong, to be perfectly honest. I'm kind of thinking of either Leak or going back with this gamer. I'd like to get at least a hacker on our team. You know, since I used the other guy last time, we'll pick this guy up this time. And, okay, so this guy's going to ask us why we want him to work for us, and we have to answer this type of thing. So occasionally some of these will come up with this type of option. Let's see here. Brave, almost ridiculous so, sought out and loved everywhere he goes. Well, he's not skilled in seduction. And his beliefs. Let's go with this one. Congratulations. Perfect. So we got him. And so that gives us a couple, I guess it's one strong strength person, an okay strength person with a really good intellect, another good intellect person, although not very good at seducing side of things. So maybe another just all-around, well-rounded person. What's Scar look like? He's a survivor, Omerta, puppet master, smuggler, master of disguise. Yeah, why not? Let's go with this guy. He's pretty well-rounded. He might be a pretty good recruit. Give me one good reason why I should work with you. So he's a survivor. I'll give you the chance to get back in the fight. Sounds like a survivor answer. Oh, he won't be joining us. Okay, apparently I picked the wrong thing. Never mind. Let's try... Gypsy Tiger here. What's Tiger got going for him? Knife fighter, survivor, and an eagle. He's also United Kingdom. We've got a lot of United Kingdom people on our team. You know what? Let's go with this guy. Let's see what we can get this guy on our team. Oh, that was easy. He's perfectly loyal to us already. Ready to join right away. Well, that's good. I think this is a pretty solid team here. Couple seducers, couple good exfiltrators. I think it's gonna be good. All right, so here's the map. I mean, it's just, you know, fairly basic map. Nothing too crazy, but it does what it does. So again, the idea being that we have this doomsday clock, and as you progress through the Sigma techs, the clock kind of ticks down. As you can see here, every technology discovered is 3 points. Technology discovered but given to a lobby is 2 points. Technology reverse engineer is 1 point. So the clock is got a countdown of 15, and then this is our score. We want to get to 15 before the clock gets to 0, effectively. And then once we get to 15, we can have access to the ultimate technology, which is how you actually win the game. So the technologies themselves are found over here. So here's the ultimate technology over here. We have to get to 15 unlocks, effectively, to be able to get this thing open. And there's different trees here. There's 5 different trees, and each one gives you different bonuses that you can either keep for yourself, give back to the community, or whatever mix of things that you want to do. Currently, we have 2 scientists. We have one that's working in the astrophysics, sorry. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess he is an astrophysicist. So he's getting a little bit of a boost there. And then we got Mary Jordan here, who is a finance, person who's going to help us with the finance side of things. We don't have anybody for these other ones. We would be good to recruit some of them, though, because that is obviously very beneficial. Here's all the different people that we know about. We can see, there's our spouse, there's our agents, the 2 scientists that we currently know about, all the diplomats in the world that we can interact with as we go, different things like that. We can make some friends, we can make some enemies, whatever we see, and we'll also be introduced to some of these other private groups and armed groups and things like that along the way, which we haven't met any of those yet. A little bit of notification. We can also report a bug, because again, this game is, as of right now, still in early release, and that's our main game menu. So let's go back to the map here. Here's all the different countries, and you can see here as I hover over this, the little red 50% over there. I guess I can actually show you. The red 50% with the little alarm looking thing, that's your, kind of your, I think there's actually a word for it. What's it called? Let's see. I forget what they call it. I'm sorry. But it's effectively how likely it is for you to get spotted, or if you have to do an exfiltration, what the rate of, what the alarm level, if you will, is. I know there's a name for it. We'll see it here in a minute. Once we get into the game, we'll actually see the names of these things. But then the other one is our relationship with that country. A little handshaking. So right now we're at 36% with Russia. We're at 48% with the United States. We're only at 50% relations with our own country as of right now. So we still have some work to do there. We're actually very high on the, oh, it's actually defense. So that's good. In our case, it is defense. So again, really just the idea here is just to move our people around, and just start trying to find some scientists that we can recruit to our side. So, on that note, what we will probably do is move each of these guys around somewhere. We'll probably leave our hacker back home, just because he does have certain skills for, this side of things. So we may leave him back home and let him do some stuff from there. But let's move our other people around somewhere. Like, for example, what is your... Do you have any place that you have currently recon? Yes, you do actually have recon in France. Why don't we send you to France first? Send you to France. What is your recon? I think yours is only England, right? Yes. So how about we send you to the good old US of A over here? So he is currently holding a actual machine gun or rifle or whatever, some sort of assault weapon. We can not fast travel with that. We can infiltrate, taking longer, and be able to hold on to our weapon if we want to do some sort of exfiltration, but having our weapon available to us to defend ourselves. But I think for now we can go ahead and fast travel. Lose his weapon for now. I don't think it's going to be a problem. We obviously don't want to go to China with you because you currently have an arrest warrant there. How about we send you over here to Turkey? You also have a weapon, so we'll just fast travel for now. We have a couple drones here that we can use. As long as our relations are at least 50% or higher, we do get access to these drones. Actually, it might be 40%. I don't remember the exact number. But at some point, if you start dropping, you will lose access to the drones, which, the drones are very nice. One is a surveillance drone, and the other one is a combat drone. Both of them can help a lot with the exfiltrations. You can also get little missions to help get some relations with some of these other countries if you send your combat drone to help them, with some sort of military operation. Also, the surveillance drone can be helpful with, doing some spying in some of these places and things like that. So I'm actually may move our surveillance drone to... Let's move over here to France with her. It'll take a couple turns to get there, but that'll be fine. And then as for you, we may actually have you hack somebody. Why don't we hack... We've already got poor relations with Russia. Why don't we hack Russia? And we want to... Let's locate some scientists in Russia. I'll report back in a couple days, and we'll see if we can find some scientists there. And I think that's everything we're going to do. We've got everybody moving, so it's nothing to do but hit end turn. This is basically, effectively a turn-based game. So you take your turns, do your things, move your pieces around the board, and then you go from there. So everybody's arrived in their various places, and they're waiting orders. And you can see we've advanced 7% into each of these technologies. And the first people to get to the technology actually gets the bonus of whatever that technology gives. Everybody else does get a little bit of a speed up to researching that technology, but they no longer get the bonus if they've actually researched. So we want to be the first people to research specific areas. So let's come over here to our guy over here in the US, and what am I trying to do? Oh, it's trying to walk me through the tutorial. Okay, I was like confused. Yep, that's fine. I've already done all of this, so I don't need to go through this. So we can do different things here. We can hack, we can procure weapons, we can locate scientists, or we can do some recon. The hacking you can do from back home, which obviously is a little bit safer. But if you do it from within country, you actually get a little bit of a boost. But if you get caught, it's obviously not as good because you're actually already in the country. So there's differences, bonuses of whether you attack from home or hack within the country, I should say. We can procure a weapon so that we can go ahead and not have a knife be running around with, which we may do if we decide to find some scientists to exfiltrate. But for right now, we should be fine. I think we're just going to go ahead and locate some scientists for now. She'll come back here in a couple days. In fact, I think all of these guys are just going to go ahead and locate scientists. You two as well. We'll see if we can find some scientists in each of these places and come from here. Now, this guy looks like he's got a little bit of a slower science, exploration, if you will. So it's going to take him a little bit longer to find some, but that's all right. This is our strength guy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, right there. So the intellect, as you can see, it uses intellect to find scientists. So he's going to take a little bit longer, but, that's okay. All right, well, that's it. We could also reach out to some of these countries to try and, talk to them and get some whatever, some relationship with them if you want, if you will. But I think we're okay for the moment. I don't think we need to do any of that just yet. All right, so we're up to 15% here. I've infiltrated their Sigma database. I've sent you the details of the scientists in Russia. So we do have some scientists over here in Russia. We have 2 targets here, as you can see, but we don't know anything else about them at the moment. So we could have you hack again. Try and have I can't remember if the locate scientist continues to give us more information or if it just finds them. Because I haven't done that much of the hacking so far. Let's see if it does anything else. If it gives us any more information. But I think we actually have to send a spy over there to actually get information about those guys specifically. All right, so what we got here. The alert level has gone up a little bit. She was able to penetrate the research facility, and she's collected all the information she needs, but they spotted her. So we do have a little bit of higher alert level. Now, they do have the 2 scientists here, one in health and one in robotics, neither of which we have currently, so that would be really good. Looks like there are 2, same thing here, in Turkey. Looks like they're both maybe robotics. So it looks like Turkey may be getting robotics quite a bit quicker than anybody else. So that's something to think about. John, I heard that about you. You were assigned as head of the Sigma division. Please accept my congratulations. This is our spouse here. Thank you, Medicine. Your love and support get me through my missions. Sure. We'll go with that. I'm touched, John. But don't go out of your way. We both know all about the dangerous game of politics. We're going to need to help each other. If I can count on you, you can count on me. Apparently, our romantic relationship has increased a little bit. Cool. We may need her at some point to help us out a little bit. We'll see what happens. So, excuse me. Sorry. It's a little bit of a yawn that I was trying to cover up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start trying to find out some more information about this guy. So go ahead and identify him. It's going to take him a couple days to see what's going on with that particular scientist themselves. Same thing with her. We'll have her go after this particular person and go from there. And he's still on his mission. He's still hacking. Everything else, so far, so good. So we're up to 32% on both of those. We've cracked the Russian security system. I've got all the information available on their site. So actually, he was able to hack more information. That's really good. In fact, we may want to send this guy over there to see if we can, do something with these guys. He's a genius. He's wary of women. Flighty. Quickly drops a guard with an attractive person. Chauvinist. Okay. Doesn't really say any available approaches right now. What's the other? Come on, go away. Okay. Looks like we found a bug. Really? I guess we already found a bug. Again, early release, and I'm also on a beta version, so there's a little bit of that. All right, one good thing I have noticed about the bugs is that it takes like 5 seconds to go back to the main screen and reload it. So, in fact, we can probably do that real quick. Let's go back to the title screen and log in. Doesn't take that long. Boom, there you go. Bug's gone. So again, there's a few bugs still. Beta testing, early access. Those are going to come up. Not too big of a worry, and it's quickly enough to resolve, if you will. All right, so we do know. I'd like to see if I can figure out the information about the other lady without this blowing up in our faces. She's corruptible. Wary of women. So if we send a man over here, she might be approachable. Oh, she's going to have the same bug. Looks like there's something going on with that. All right, so we may actually send this guy over there to see if he can attract her in some way once he's done with his current mission. How many more? You got one more day, I think? Yeah, you got one more day. So I think there's nothing else really to do except, well, I guess we want you to do something at this point. Why don't we start hacking another country at this point? Anybody else that's like really low relations right now? India's relatively low. So we're going to hack India and see if we can find some scientists there as well. All right. He did find out they have a neuroscience and a robotics person in the United States. So that's really good to see. But I think we're going to go ahead and have you sent over to Russia. See if you can get over there and get us some more information from them. All right. So you did find us some information about Professor Dundar here. Let's see what it says here. We don't know anything else about him, unfortunately. Just that his gender is a man. Okay, that doesn't really help us. We'll continue to identify it a little bit, see if we can get some more information from him. And then you, what have you found out? Oh, this is the diplomat, so we actually haven't found anything out. Well, let's see if we can figure out something here. And go from there. Everybody's on some sort of mission at this point. Why don't we send our drone over here? See if we have to do some exfiltration of this lady if she decides to come to our side. In fact, we may go ahead and send the combat drone over there as well. Just in case we need to do an exfiltration, it'll really help us out to have both of those. My country, Germany, is currently undertaking a military operation in Nicaragua. So if we send our tactical drone down there, we can get a little bit of a boost with that country. Which we may do that after we finish this real quick. So if we come here, if we go to you and go to her, so she is corruptible, so she could be bribed. Of course, this guy doesn't have high intellect. Oh, okay. So we would want to send somebody with high intellect over here to bribe her. Well, why don't we send you over here to bribe her? And then if we need an exfiltration still, he'll be stuck around to do that. In fact, we may actually have you procure a weapon real quick. Just in case we need something to protect ourselves or help ourselves out a little bit. All right, we're at 47%, about almost halfway there. It's obviously very good. Diana Kirkpatrick is talking to us. I'm contacting you personally. We're all a little concerned. I've read your file. You're pragmatic and will stop at nothing to achieve your goals. But what is your goal exactly? To bring peace to all. Why not? But you're very wise. Nothing is more important than peace. So we did lose some relationship here. That's not good. But we moved the doomsday clock back a bit. I guess that's good. But did we lose access to our drones yet? Maybe not. Maybe it's at 40% that we lose access to the drones. All right, so you're going to go ahead and come in here and see if you can bribe her with your high intellect. So we'll try bribe her. If she does bribe over to our side, you know, then obviously we'll have her use her services, which is really good. Everybody else is doing something. What are you doing? You're doing nothing at the moment. Did we find anything else about you? You're flighty, loyalty, heartbroken, loyal, unshakable loyalty. Try and abduct. What's our guy, guys? It's like balanced, right? He is... Oh yeah, 6 and 6. So he is pretty balanced. Let's actually check one of these other guys real quick. Maybe we can find some more information about them as well. Alright, so... Couldn't find a weapon. My inquiry has attracted unwanted attention. So the alert level has gone up. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Alert level. Arrived of London. Await your orders. Director of the operation to approach the target scientist has been cancelled. The target has been removed by an enemy agent working for Turkey. Oh. So we were a little too late. So Russia has completed the project codenamed Stability. So they've already completed one of the texts. That's not good, obviously. Russia has used the full power of Stability Project and have exploited it to produce an extraordinary amount of funds in a very short time. Their Sigma division is now flush with cash, and I think you may find that their scientists are suddenly impervious to bribery. Well, there you go. Now we can't bribe them anymore anyway. So what we could do is we could try to abduct one of these guys while we're here. Fortunately, this guy was not able to find a weapon, which I would like you to have. You know, I'm going to have you try and find a weapon again, while the other guy tries to, I don't know, convince this guy to come join our side. We'll see if we can convert him. Go with that, and then you... What was I doing with you? Why did you come back to London? I'm actually not sure. We have about 7 days remaining there if we want to get any boost to Germany at all. I guess the alert level got a little high over here. Could send you over here to America to go after one of those targets. We may send you down to Turkey to help this guy out. Let's try and do that. Let's see if we can get something from Turkey here. Alright. Red alert. They found my tail and are approaching my position. I need to get out of the country now. So, apparently you're in a very bad place. Of course, she's okay for the moment. The operation to approach the target has been cancelled. The target has been removed by an enemy agent working for Germany. Wow, we are not doing good with Russia agents. Apparently their agents are gone now. Oh, that doesn't help us. So here, the alert level is really high. Actually, you know what we may do? We may see if we can hack from Russia into Turkey, although they have really high security. And see if we can... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cancel that. Hack. Finger like twitched for a second. Hack here and see if we can lower the alert level. You're still trying to procure weapons. I'm tempted to have you procure weapons, but it's going to be a little hard here. Since the alert level is so high. Sure. Let's do some recon. See if we can increase the chance of success. While we're waiting, why don't we send the combat drone over here, see if we can get a little bit of boost with Germany. And we'll send the surveillance drone over here. And I think we're going to put a cut in there. You know, I mean, you can see a little bit about it. We haven't done exfiltration yet, which is kind of an interesting thing. Hopefully we'll see one of those here soon. But that's going to be it for the first episode of this Let's Try. I'm going to do at least a couple more episodes. Probably try and play through at least until I, you know, get to an in-game, you know, scenario, which comes about pretty quickly. So it doesn't take too long to get to that, a couple hours. So we'll see here. Probably the next couple of episodes we'll get to that. And that'll be it probably for this little bit of Let's Try. So hopefully you're enjoying this. If you do, please give me a like and let me know. That definitely helps on the first episode of a new series. And let me know what you think about these types of games in the comments below. Otherwise, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That definitely helps a lot as well. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.